Dude, 2 huge bangers back to back? Okay, I forgive you, playlist, for what you did before that. I guess I can let it slide, just this once. I need to go find that song and delete it. Hold on. Literally just gonna play some Hitler music in your OC remix stuff. Is that cool? Some Wolfenstein Hitler? I'm just gonna, I don't know which one it was. Oh, it was probably Nazi Requiem. Like, I'm just gonna delete them all because I don't know if that game's gonna have anything else in it. Well, the remixes for that game. Oh man. Anyway, in cool news today, I have my foot controller set up, so now I can just instantly do expressions. I am gonna have to learn them all. Menu chat. I'm gonna have to learn them all, and it's gonna be hard. But I got them all right here. Doing this with my feet. Am I free from raid now? No, not yet. We're doing another stream of it in a day or two. On the off chance they do decide to give me more goals to go for, then there's that one. Then we'll do that. And I also have mute toggles down here now on my foot controller, so I can mute without ever having to put down the controller or anything. Doesn't matter what game I'm playing. I think what I'm gonna do, I have 10 big buttons, but I have 2 pedals. I think I'll make the left pedal mute mic everywhere, like stream, Discord, and everything. And I'll make the right one just mute it for like my auxiliary, so like Discord and games and stuff, like in-game mic, that kind of thing. I think that'll be cool. I didn't see Big Tongue. Can you do it 12 more times? Just once. Once is all you get. Can I show you the middle finger? What? He doesn't have a middle finger. He's too pure for that. Thanks, Weinard. I don't think they will, honestly. I think what they're looking at. Let me just turn this on because I'm pretty sure we still have 0 contributors. It'll go over in a second. Let me see. Has anybody spent money? Nope. Oh my. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna give me more goals. I think that's why. So that's fine by me. I'm still getting a very. How many level 25s are we up to? Like 20. Yeah, 20. It was there for a second. 28 out of 20. So thank you very much, everyone who did that. We went well over. And if they decided to add more of those, we would already be a whole other goal up there, I think, with that. Because I think it was in 8s, right? Or was it in 4s? I'm gonna check. No, it was 4s. So that's like 2 extra goals if they add any of those. See, like, I tried to negotiate higher goals to begin with, but they wouldn't fucking do it, so... whatever. If I had more, we would have been like too higher than necessary, and almost too higher on the main goals too, with like 138 or whatever. But anyway, never mind that. We already got it all done. Thank you very much, everybody. Bad negotiator. Well, that's why I'm getting a management thing soon. Had the last call for that a couple days ago. And they're just doing up the contract at the moment. So unless anything goes wrong there, it's very exciting. Very exciting news for me. Thank you, Lemons the Druid. Wow, this is an incredibly quiet song. Gamer Symphony. I do not want you to be my manager. Okay, from that to... You know what? It's time. It is time for gaming. Oh, by the way, I can't do this yet because I'm waiting on a cable, which I might be able to get by tomorrow or the next day. But soon, I will be able to tie channel point rewards to basically anything that this thing can do, which is a lot. I can instantly load up profiles on my mixer, so I can make this happen, for example. I have to do it manually for now, so give me a second, but I could do this instantly or via channel points automatically. Cursed game audio, for example. Oh, fuck. This is so good. Or, I can instantly bust out the, God voice. I figured out how to make that much faster now. So that'll be instantaneous. So I might put that on, one of the buttons at some point, because I think I'll have one left over. I don't think I'm going to use it very often, but it'll be there if I want to meme. Do I need my toes out to operate the foot pedal? No? I don't suppose I do. I mean, I have toes if I need them, so that'd be fine. Okay. What color socks am I wearing? I am wearing socks that are like thin red and black stripes alternating, but the heel and toe are gray. Great question. Hope that answer is good enough. Hold on, I gotta drink some coffee. Playful. I have no normal socks. Normal socks are dumb. Okay. Oh no, this level. Fuck. Let's see. What are we doing here? Flag is word, flag is open. What is win? Win's up there. Nothing is win. I can see what we gotta do. We gotta somehow get... Actually, I'm not sure I do see. Small dino tuber is what I need. Good. Because that's what you're gonna get. What kind of socks do I have instead of normal socks? Just all kinds of different colored and patterned socks. Yep, I'm that guy from... I'm the guy with a personality. I'm so ashamed of being that guy, you know? So, what we have to do is get... I don't know. Do we have, like, pull here? We don't have pull. How are we ever gonna... I don't know. Basically, I just found it fun, McKintex, and I discovered, yeah, I did finish that one. Monochrome with, like, 40 hints. I found it fun, and also, like, mostly because I can make cool stuff for it in Unity and play around with it and buy cool toys like this foot controller that I can meme with instantly. Why would you have a personality when you can be one of the unwashed masses? True. I guess that command's gonna have to stay on for now because I don't remember if I'm allowed to turn it off, so I'm waiting to hear back from the guy. So just, you know, I don't actually need any more. I'm not sure how to, like, make that clear perpetually because I can't edit the command. Anyway, so door needs to be opened. What is open? Flag is open. Flag is word. Okay. That's interesting. That is interesting. I think I can see something I could do. Let's just, let's start like that. I have ideas. I don't know if I want to destroy the rock or the is, or if that's even entirely wrong to begin with. So what I want to do is text has flag. Text has flag. And then kill this. And then basically flag has flag. So flag is... Oh, I didn't mean to kill push, I meant to kill rock. I might need to give myself more space here, but the one wrinkle is working. Yep. Text has flag. So now flag is push next. And I'll just do it like this, I suppose. And then I want to do just a perpetual flag has flag, basically, plus flag is push. I still don't know how I'm gonna get this out, because like I'd either have to get something is win, so I'd have to move an is down from that corner, or I have to move win right, which I don't see that happening. What level is this? This is called Breaking and Entering. It's meta 15, I think. Yeah, meta 15. So, text has flag, flag is push. No, flag has flag. So what I need to do, I need to create like at least one more flag so I can do this freely. So let's just go flag has flag, flag is push. That's the best way to do this. I guess I have to kind of, well, I can still do text has flag to get one more, I guess. Because I don't need text. Text has flag is what I'll do. There, so now I have 3 flags. Flag has flag, flag is push. So what I can do to make my life easier, God, the throat clears are going strong today. We can use this one for both rules. And now I can kind of do what I want with this one. Like so. Okay, now what? Because I still can't get win out. So, how would I ever do that? This is the confusing part for me, because I don't see how I would ever be able to do this. Word, flag is word, only flag is word. Oh, wait. Do I even need... What's stopping me from just... Why do I need level is? Oh, because that's going to be the meta goal, duh. And then I could just do like level is flag. I was overthinking this because I just assumed I needed to do something with that, but no, I don't actually. At all. So I'm just gonna... I don't know what I'm doing. Here, let's leave that one as is push, and then we can just do that. Then we can put the is back. Okay, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to be clever here. I think it can be done. Rex ... No, it's fine. No, because now I can't get the is out. No, yes I can. No, I can't, because flag is push. So it's solid. Could I have approached this slightly differently to avoid that? So we want flag is push to be true in order to position the flag. But we also need the is to go there afterwards. But we also need to be able to make flag is push, so it feels like I need to have another flag here. So what if I did flag is push and I put this one here now, and then I just kind of do... Well, that's not ideal, but it'll work. There we go. Oh, the pipe is not even solid. It wasn't this whole time. Okay, and then what I can do is just transition it. Although now I won't be able to get this into the corner. So I think I know what to do. I think I need to have think I need to have the word flag there, which then allows me to do this. Just move this back how it was. Wait, no. So is goes here now, and then push. No, because flag's only going to become push after. This is such a dumb place to have difficulty. Wait a minute. What am I saying? Why am I putting... I need to put win in the corner. How am I already putting is there? Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? The first goal is usually to win the level, yeah. And that's literally all I have to do. I was being a freaking idiot. I'm pretty sure that I can basically just repeat my solution, though. To do, like, level is something. Hopefully level is text. That would probably be interesting. Let's say we keep the is. I brained the hard part at least. Yeah, true. So, text has flag to start us off. These guys up here. Wow, 60 FPS. PC must be incredibly powerful. Sure is. Not many people can get 60 frames in Baba. Gonna have a god tier PC for that. So then flag is push. We can go back in like that. And then I can set up flag has flag. Probably best to just do that. There we go. Oh, well. Let's just do that. Oh. Wait, why am I... What am I doing? Literally, what am I doing? I don't know if I want text or flag here. Oh, level is win. There we go. Now I just need to get something from here to push it. Or actually, I might be able to do this now because of the difference that this has made. I may be able to bring a ghost in and turn it into, well, cursor turn it into ghost, I mean to say. We will see. But first, let's do this. Oh god, isn't this level like one that people hate in the normal game, and this is like a harder version? I have concerns. I have many concerns. It's like a buffed version of a level that many consider to be evil, as it is. Okay, well, I will just think about it. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Baba is you. We want flag to be win. Your favorite level? Wow, nice. Only took you and your stream 1.5 hours. Oh god, you and your viewers cooperatively took an hour and half. Oh Jesus, fucking Christ. I don't know how to feel about that. Easy, use your wrinkle. I'm trying. Holy shit, okay. I tried winning. I'll do my best. Took you like 5 minutes, okay. Skull has wall. Skull is sink. Water is sink. Flag is win. I don't know what's usually the case here. Skull's probably just defeat or something. I don't even remember the original solution. Maybe I should go back and like just do the original level first. Might give me helpful context. Fence and wall is stop. Kiki has text. Well, we don't have a Kiki, so we probably gotta start with text has Kiki. We have very little to use for that. And I can't simultaneously destroy that water in there with it because I can't get through. Also, we can't make Kiki push. Nah, Satan's balls. We finished them all, actually. which is awesome. VOD viewers skip a stream. We can't do Baba has Kiki. However, what I can't do is just that, because Kiki's not me yet. I would have to get access to another Is or something. It looks to me like the first move is either going to be text has Baba or text has Kiki. I would say probably Kiki, because then I can kill the word text. I don't know. Let's just try stuff. What is anything even going to do for me here? What is literally anything going to do? Like, at all? Now I have a Kiki. Epic. Epic gaming. Good. He can't even be pushed or anything. What's the point of that? I don't think I can ever make him push either. What is anything even? I don't know, man. I do not know. Man, it's gonna take a long time for me to build up this foot muscle memory. I can only really do this one without thinking about it right now. I don't even have their positions memorized, let alone the muscle memory. Well, I also have the mute figured out. You are welcome, Malkavo. I hear they're great. I frankly don't even know how to start this. You see, the reason I'm not just trying text as Baba is basically just because, well, I guess I should just sacrifice Kiki. That's at least something that I can do. Now I could do Baba has text and alternate it, which is probably like the original solution, or maybe the solution from the second version. So we would do Baba has text and just kind of do that over and over, I guess. But I mean, there's, okay, we got to do it in a way where we can still access what we're using. I'm just gonna try this so I can learn sort of like what goes wrong. I can already see, like, I mean, Skull is sync and has wall, so, well, if I make text go into Skull, it would give me a Baba over there. The problem with that is I still can't move flag to the right when I move it down. So that's questionable. And I'm noticing another problem right now. I won't be able to move the next word anywhere. Could I have approached this in a different way that would let me do that right now? So at this point, I've done 3. Could I do 3 in a way that I can do a 4th? The second layer is kind of an issue here. Din's report. Chicken sandwich. So we had text first. Text, then Baba. Then okay, yeah, I see what we do. We kind of go like too deep with the Baba instead of staying on the front row, because we have the freedom to do that with, oh wait, no, it's the other way around. So instead we do that, and then we switch it around, do that, yeah. So the float is probably going to be the key here. So I got to figure out how to get in here and, like, create, I guess, Baba's float. That would let me float over the Skull, and that would be GG. But I think the main issue is just going to be lack of things. Like, I'm going to have not enough Babas or something. Because, like, to get in there and do that, I'm going to need to use Babas. Must be missing something in this level. I'm not even thinking about it. Like, I just assume I'm missing something because it seems like it's... Like, it seems like the concept should be fairly straightforward. I just assume we're going to get to a point and we're going to be lacking something. So... If I did text now, I could push it up to make a Baba. I can see some problems here. So like right now I can make text here, but I can't push it left. So like my only choice would be to push it here, which would give me a Baba, but of course we're screwed. The alternative is to do this, and then we push it up and get a Baba, but we're back in the exact same situation. So what happens if I come down here right now and just do that? Of course, I'm float. Yeah. Right. Ah, yes, my hat. Thank you. I'm float, so that's the problem. But what if I just... Text is you. Text is defeat. Well, that's interesting. Do I want to know the difference between this and Scenic Pond? I mean, you can tell me, is it the skull being sink instead of defeat? Or something like that. So... let's think. The difference is that this one is harder. There's a gap on the fence on the right, so you can break Baba's float. Oh, jeez. That's... yeah. That is quite a difficult change. But I like those. Agreed. Okay, well, there's nothing stopping me from still doing Baba has text and text has Baba, but to what end? I think I've already lost. Like, I can't make flag as float. I can't undo Baba as float. We need to do this in such a way that, like, I can have another Baba or something in there that can move down and split that up. I wonder if it could be a Kiki. I wonder if there was something I could do at some point to transition to Kiki is... yeah, I could do... well, that kind of... I can do text has Kiki and sacrifice text. The problem with that... well, we have got to do it this way. The problem with that... no, I can't do it that way either. Let's move that over. Next has Kiki. Okay, well, first of all, I can do this, and then I can get my has back, which is great, but I've lost text in this. I don't know. Maybe the alternating Kiki and Baba is useful. Well, I can see the problem immediately. Let's say Kiki has Baba now. The second I do this, you know, Baba's not me, and they can't both be me. Now that is tricky. Baba's Hint has this as a 22-star level. What? A what? Excuse me? I'm gonna have to ask you to revise that statement. That is not a joke. Yo, thank you for the tip. The 250, Baba. This and many other variant puzzles were found by testers solving levels in wildly unintended ways. That's cool. That's very cool. Thank you again. That's a good way to get some crazy variants for sure. Just see what ridiculous shit people do. It has 1 nudge and 3 specific hints. Holy shit. That is the first one that we've seen even close to being on that level. What if I simply... what if I use this text down here to generate extra Babas or Kikis? The problem then is I'm never going to get float off the fence, and I'm never going to get is in. It's probably the hardest level, at least you think so. Wow. That, that does not bode well. I have concerns. What kind of crazy shit would they want me to do? Can I do any kind of text stacking? Maybe. Could I? Or any kind of stacking? Kiki. No. Well, has text. Has text is definitely something you could use. Because then you can have the thing there, and then you could... Actually, no, that's not true. I was thinking about a different word. Well, I guess I was thinking is text, though. Yeah, is text. So, like... We could do, like... Baba has... No, we could do Kiki. Text has Kiki. Maybe. Like, kill the has, and then we could do, like... Kiki is text. And then we would have double the word Kiki. It's a thonker. It's definitely a thonker. Seems like all levels are insanely tough. They pretty much are at this point. But this one apparently is on, like, another level. Well, I would be exploring my idea there, but the problem is that, like, I don't think I can get my words back if I do this. Yeah. Well, even if I could, that's not even what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to do text as Kiki. But yeah, the concept is the same. I can't get my words back. Other than text stacking, would there be any other way to generate more than what I have in terms of things? 6 months, Don Corleone? Probably, if I played it 5 hours every day. Something like that. I mean, I'm probably going to end up having to take hints. I don't think there's much doubt there. But I do want to explore my own ideas first. Can't do Texas Kiki. Baba is text. Wouldn't be good. 6 months for this level alone, probably. I meant to do regular happy there. That's the that's the first time I've done the wrong impression, and it won't be the last. Expression, I mean, not impression. Come on, gamer. Use game. Oh, nice, Purple Tonberry. And thanks. You beat everything in Baba in 45 hours. That's crazy good, because I have 67 with chat hints when I get stuck. You bought this game way after me. You did this puzzle yesterday. What order did I go for this game? No, you didn't. Take a look at the title there at the top. It's not what you think. This is a massively buffed version of that level. It's got a slight difference here. You can't, like, this wall prevents you from bringing text in here, so like the whole thing is made much more difficult. I have no idea how it's solved yet, obviously. At about 15 hours, where you were thinking about puzzles at work, you consider it's more 60 than 45. Look at this humble lord. So humble. That wall is there is there in Scenic Pond as well. Oh, I thought somebody told me that was the difference. I'm not sure what the difference is then. This is Return of Scenic Pond, yeah. It's you know, it seems kind of hard. I've basically just started. I have no progress. Like I understand the simple concept of like has swapping around to get text and Kikis or Babas. I mean, I do have to think about how the Kiki's useful here. There's a gap in the fence to the right of float. Oh, so you can just break it away. I get it. You can just make them not float at the end. That makes sense. So that one little change makes this like 50 times harder. That's hilarious. Because you have Baba as float at the end and no way to break it up. And you need Baba as float to get through here. That's wild. Why don't I just eat through the entire map? That's a great question. By the way, chat, we have a really cool sponsorship today for a game called The Gunk from the Image and Form, the SteamWorld dudes. SteamWorld Dig and whatnot. Looks actually like really good. That might be a game that I finish even after the sponsorship. If I like it as much as I think I might. Okay, let's keep exploring ideas. No, the in-between guy said they'll let him know within another couple days or so, no idea what's gonna happen there. Whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. We already hit all our original goals, so that's fine by me. Man, I don't know what I'm doing at all. What if, how did I even do this where I had the ability to keep Kiki then? Why is me Dino? What? You're not Dino, I'm Dino. You think you're Dino? You gotta be much cuter for that. Come on, like, what else can I do? I could do... We can start off with text has Kiki. Like this. You have to do it vertically, that's what I did. If you want to keep the Kiki. Then you can do Kiki as you to salvage the has. I mean, that feels like it's something. I do lose the word text, though, which seems really problematic to me. I was thinking, like, you know, I gotta be careful not to be too Baba-centric in my thinking. Like, I don't care about Baba any more than anything else, but I don't think I have the ability to get rid of Baba at the beginning and instead. Like, I kind of don't have a choice but to be Baba. Can't really, like, change it. I do not do that, John, but great question. Very good question. What? Oh, because text is defeat. What would we do next? Let's say we were just gonna, like, proceed. Baba has Kiki. See, that's the problem. I can't do... I can't do Baba has Kiki. Because, I mean, Kiki's not me. We've been over this. Is there literally anything else I could do from this position? Might notice what? Baba-centrism. It's a common mistake in new players. It's a trap you gotta learn not to fall for early. Surely we need the word text, right? It's so, like, meta. Probably lets me do some crazy things. So, is there any use to Baba has Kiki? I don't think so. Baba has text. Not right now. I mean, after I get text, there would be. Kiki. If I could do, like, text has Kiki, then I could do... then I could do Kiki has text and get 2 Kikis. Maybe then I could do something interesting. You should watch Baba is Who if you want to see some hilarious Baba centrism. What is Baba is Who? Still thinking about text stacking. I'm just not sure how I would do it. Something like Kiki has text. Kiki has text, and make it by pushing the word text onto Kiki would give me... No, because Kiki would have to be dying. Well, I could do that because text is defeat if Kiki was also me. But then again, if Kiki's me, I can't push text onto him, so... Never mind. As far as I can tell, you can't do anything right away with Baba. Like, let's say you do Baba has text or Kiki, you're fucked, right? Because you can't... You'll just die in the meantime. And if you, like, text... I mean, you can do the other way around. You can do text has Baba. Kiki has Baba would be useless. Seems very difficult to decide which words to use. What can I do with double Baba? Trying to think of, like, how the end game would even work here. So... I don't know. We want to make Baba's float. Is that actually necessary? Well, I suppose hypothetically it might not be. I could do Kiki as float if I had a Kiki, and then I could do Baba as you, but, like, I just don't think it's possible to get to this point while having enough to have the freedom to do that. Like, maybe the conclusion is that it's impossible to break this up. So you must have a Baba and a Kiki available. If that's the case, then that can guide my thinking a little bit. But let me think about if this is actually true. So here's what I know about sync. Even if I had 2 Babas stacked, if they walk on, they both die. So I kind of can't... I can't really get 2 on the tile at the same time, where one turns to text and one stays not text. Oh no, this fucking puzzle. And you mean it this time, right? Would there be any other way to break up the text after that? You know, I don't think there is. I think I've got to get to this point where I have not a Baba, well, not 2 Babas, but a Baba and a Kiki, perhaps. I think it was 22 Bubwoka. The problem with that, of course, is that I've already gotten rid of Kiki, and in fact, I don't see how I can not get rid of Kiki if I'm going to be doing some, like, alternating business. Because I either have to use the word text or I have to use the word Kiki. So I can do that, or I can do... In fact, yeah, I can't even do anything with the word text, because I'd have to be able to move this up. So I'd have to do something else first. I'd have to do like text has Kiki, and then maybe I can turn Kiki back in text. Well, I can do text has... We've explored this before. I can do text has Kiki vertical, but not text has Baba yet. And then Kiki is you. And then what about... well, no, the word text is gone. That's the whole problem, so I can never turn Kiki back into text. And if I do text as Kiki horizontally, well, I mean... it breaks it up beforehand, so that doesn't count. That's interesting. Oh, why doesn't... Oh, because in this case, by moving one up, I'm breaking it, and then it's sinking. But if I do it vertically, I'm moving it all up and not breaking it, and then something sinks. So the rule does still apply at that moment. That's kind of obvious in hindsight. You think you have it? It's not 22 stars, though? Well, maybe you don't actually have it, then. Text has Kiki. Kiki has text. Baba has text. Text has Baba. Baba has Kiki. Kiki has Baba. Kiki has text. Ah. Come on. I need to find, like, any little gimmick that I can do. Just something to get me started. A concept. I don't need to figure out the whole puzzle and, like, where to go from there. I just want to start. Is there really no other start than text has Baba? Because it really feels to me like I have to keep this word right here. Text can never be me because it's defeat. Well, I don't know if this does it. I'm just gonna... I have an idea in my head. I don't even know if it's a thing. It's like a half-formed thought, to be honest, that I can't even articulate. So, by having this the way it is now, I can alternate. Nope, no, I can't. I was going to say I can alternate this up repeatedly, but not with only one thing to push. Thank you for the 51 months, Ghost Chair. Appreciate it. I was wondering if I could get this whole something is you thing close to the water, so that way I could kind of like, just imagine it was right under the water and I did this. What would happen is the thing that was me would go into the water, for example, but this is not going to get it any higher. I'm just switching it around. Wow. And I can't do Kiki is Baba, or Baba is Kiki at this point. In fact, if you had the word Kiki left at the end... No, I mean, the problem is that you only have the one is, so... You wouldn't even be able to do Baba has Kiki, so you'd have no way to kill Baba then. Well, technically, it would kill him if you got text on him, but I don't think you could do that. I'm not positive, but... What's up, Tracker? Come on. Use brain. My keyboard's a lot louder with the noise gate turned down. I've explored killing has, right? Because the problem there is just everything's not salvageable. It's already toast. It's already game over. Wow, it honestly really seems like I have to do, like... Baba has text. 'Cause Baba has Kiki as death. And then the problem with that is the only word to use is Kiki, and that makes it feel like the end game is instantly impossible to me. No matter what I do with these, ultimately I'm going to end up in a situation where I need a floating Baba and a non-floating something, and I can't do it. So... I also did that wrong to even begin with. I was supposed to start with text as Baba, obviously. That really does feel like the only way to start. I would not be surprised in the slightest if that's not the case, because, like, there's probably some really crazy shit to notice here. I need you to not fuck everything up, other Baba. Nope. You're fucking everything up. Here, just stay close. Now Baba has text. So, like, you could... Couldn't you just do that now? Is that really all you have to do in the original? There must be something else different, because that's trivial. If you can just do that and then just kill that. That's like a joke. That can't be it. That's it? Wow. But that's like the original, not the, like, the second version. Okay. Yeah, wow, it's crazy how easy early levels are. It's when you first learn the mechanics. Sure, yeah. Trivial in hindsight. And we still can't get text in. I mean, that's just impossible. Yeah. In the early game, when you make wall no longer stop, it's like, what? But it's a wall! Your brain realizes that's like an open, like a moment where your mind is opening. Your brain is expanding to the possibilities. God, I don't see it. I don't see it. Why are you posting question marks? Can I help you with something? Wow, I don't see it. Actually, I might see something. Although I don't know if it does anything. And actually I can't, without putting too much thought into it, I can't, like, immediately picture if it's possible. Somebody bought a mug with an adorable Rex P on it. Nice, thank you. I didn't see it. I didn't see if it showed the name. Thank you, Zarfrin, and a sticker. Nice. Every time someone buys merch, I'm like, wait, what's that sound again? This doesn't happen too often. Thank you very much, Zarfrin. Enjoy your Rex P stuff. You're so confused? Why is that? Are you thinking that I can simply go to the flag after what I was just doing? Because I can't, because I'm floating and the flag isn't. That's the whole problem. If that's what you were thinking. Yeah, the stickers are really good quality. You think you figured out a possible solution, but you don't know exactly how it would be set up, so you don't know for sure if it works. But it's hurting your brain. Yeah, it's hurting my brain too. Yeah, I mean, float's just you gotta learn the nuances of float. If something's floating, you're not, well, you can't touch each other. So it's looking like this might not be possible to position the way I want. So Baba has text right now. Baba is float. What I was thinking is if I could clear this out and have access to like text, for example, the word text, and this not here, I could do text has flag, and that's only, again, if I also could make Baba float, but I'm not seeing that, to be honest. Not seeing how that could happen. I can do Baba has text, I understand that, but then we're kind of, well, we're out of luck. Things that are stop even if you're flying, right? So, because yeah, we do that, we're in trouble. Could I have approached this differently so that we'd be in a better position here? I wonder. Basically, I want to destroy the top middle last, I think, right? So let's think about that. So what if I now go, instead of there, I go here? Does that change anything, that little tiny detail? Because now I can kind of leave that one that I want to leave. Oh, that's text. What would I do next? Let me picture this. Yeah, if I go here, then I can push it right and up. Text has Baba. And then we can do Baba has text one last time. The problem is, like, I would still need another Baba. So, you know. What's going on and why can't we do it the original way? The original way is to basically get to this, well, to basically just go make Baba as float by doing Baba has text and then flying over and doing flag as win. And then you have a little gap here so you can break up the float. The problem is that we don't have the gap now, so at the end, we just can't touch the flag. So we have to do something way different. Not sure what. Not sure what. We scenic pondering. We are the return of scenic ponding at the moment. What if I tried... What if I tried to do, like... If I try to do this in a way where, like, this one, not the one above me there where Baba is now, what if I try to do this one last? So then I could get around the back and push Baba out and have the ability to do Baba has Baba. That could be helpful, perhaps? Because at this point, it's over, right? Like, can't do that. It's just no good. Yo, Martisan, thank you for the 65 months. I appreciate it. Okay, I just got word I am allowed to turn off the timer, except when we're doing the actual stream, so I'll do that now. There's no need for it to be going. Isabel already reached the golds. Okay, cool. It's off now. There's still the command, which I can probably just leave. I just won't have it in the title. Oh god, this puzzle. Yep. This puzzle. Rexp is Rexp. Agreed. I did that without looking, chat. Tell me you're proud. Didn't even look at my foot. No? Okay. That's fine. Understandable. Have a good day. Can you look at my foot instead? You may not. Trying to put this in the least annoying place, probably there. Yeah, well, thank you, Zarthrin, for purchasing another mug? Does that mean you did a different order? You didn't have to pay twice for shipping, did you? What happened there? But anyway, yeah, thank you very much. Okay, I see the problem. If I try to get around to get to the middle, it's not gonna work. The only reason this ever is doable up to the point where they're like all gone is because you get rid of the middle one to be able to push a text from the side or something. One for you and one for your partner. Nice, but like I'm just saying, if you place separate orders, you would have paid separate shipping, wouldn't you? Because it came up separately. I figured you did like 2 orders. Deal of Elsor. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, this is not salvageable. This is so hard. Like I can't even see where to start. Well, I guess I could still get the word Baba out from any of these first positions as long as I can do one of those last. So is that possible? Let's continue exploring that. I was kind of thinking about that wrong. It doesn't have to be the middle one, does it? So now Baba has text. Yeah, I see the issue. We are going to kind of have that problem. Because the text is going to be stuck in the corner, or it's going to be stuck right there to the right, where I can only sync it on the skull. Maybe that's worth looking at anyway. I don't know. I have not received any hints yet. Nope. Thank you, Charlie, for the 80 months. Appreciate it. You too. Have a good Christmas. Yeah, I'm gonna play around with that idea a little bit. Text has Baba. Now I can do... Actually, this is problematic. I can't get out. Can't get out without dying. I'd have to stack. Which ruins it. There's no way around that, is there? There's just not. That's cheeky. So that idea seems dead in the water. I do not know what I am doing. Rex has love, sissy. I didn't say your name.
I'm not sure about that.
Stupid Alexa. I said Rex, dummy. Is your name Rex? I didn't think so. You're not even plugged in. Alexa. That, of course, that triggered her. Fuck off. Fuck off. Thank you. Would it give a lot away to ask, like, what the first word to sync is? Because I feel like that would be a good place to start. I don't know if... I don't think it would tell me that much, right? I don't see how it would be that significant. Chat, I was supposed to get a call back from the music store about the cable I was talking about, and they didn't, so I'm gonna call them back, because it's getting close to, like, when they would close. It would literally solve the puzzle. Okay, well, I'm gonna be right back. They're not answering. Motherfuckers. Not calling me back, not answering. Guess I'm not getting that cable tomorrow. It needs to be sent out from the next town over. It's an hour away. So I was hoping we could sort it today and they could send it tomorrow morning, but they didn't fucking call me back, and I guess now they're closed even though it's only 3:46 p.m. Sick. Right, so I'm gonna ask this again. Do you guys think it would spoil too much if I asked what word to sync first? I doubt it, but no help. Come on. Not at all? Okay, I didn't think so. I'm gonna ask then. Volva, what word should I be syncing first? I don't get my haircut there anymore, Spell, but yeah. Sushi. Oh, there's multiple fucking options leading to different solutions. There's different solutions for a 22-star puzzle. That's fucking hilarious. And also terrifying as fuck. Can't believe there's two. Well, in that case, what are the two options that you could sync first? And that's Evolva. Is it text or Kiki? I bet it is. I bet it's text or Kiki. Don't ask that. Why? Kiki or is? Okay, well, it's obviously that is. So that would involve a solution that doesn't require float, wouldn't it? I think the 22 is a joke. Like, it's way harder than most 5-star puzzles, apparently, but they just picked a crazy high number because it's funny. Okay, well, let's try some things. Let's try this approach, see where we get. So by doing this, I could hypothetically get like a third Baba. I guess, maybe. Or I can now I can do Baba has Kiki, for example. Then I could do Kiki is you. See, the difference here is that by syncing that is down there, you get the ability to manipulate the Kiki, the Baba, and the text. You don't have to waste one. Of course, you got to figure out something different for the solution. This is not right. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to do Baba has. I guess I should be going just between Baba has Kiki and Kiki has Baba, because what this does, compared to text, is it gives me full freedom in how I want to manipulate the water squares. Oh, but no, it doesn't. It's not true, because those things are not push. So the second I make a Baba and a Kiki, I'm kind of stuck, aren't I? Because I want to make Baba has Kiki, but I can't push Baba, and if I make Kiki as Baba, Baba is not currently me, so we would have to go back to, like, Baba has Kiki. We'd have to, like, waste text now. So maybe I don't want to use Kiki yet. I want to stick to my 2 Babas along with the text thing and kind of go from there. How long ago was this? Let's try it. Let's just get the word Kiki out of there. Stick it down in the corner where it belongs. Baba has text. Text has... The only difference is that I've salvaged the word Kiki. Like, everything else is going to be the same for now. The word Kiki is available later. Poop joke, lol. Hilarious. Robot. Incredible next level generation as always. Whoever said knowing what letter to sync would solve this level easily is full of shit. No, I don't think anyone said that and meant it seriously. If they did, then they're Dumbo, haha. No, so we have to leave that. If I use Kiki now, Kiki has text, like text has Baba still, right? So I could go, basically I could use more text for that instead of another Baba. Now I can do Baba has text to create Baba has Baba, which does give me an infinite loop of Babas when I kill them. However, God, this is annoying. Let's trap 2 of them. The problem is that I don't see that actually doing anything. Fuck me, manipulating a ton of Babas is the worst. Like, without breaking anything. Let's see, now I can go Baba has Baba. But so what? Who cares? I still can't move flag over. The end game is still hopeless at this point. Or is it? What have I even accomplished here? See, I don't have a spare is. I was gonna say, like... Well, I can do something with has now, I guess. Like has flag. Baba. What if Baba has flag? Let's just experiment. I want to have a Baba in front. That's what I want. Actually, I want to have Baba on top of the word has, which is already impossible. Imagine trying to manipulate a herd of Babas without a rewind. Yep, that would be horrible. Because I can do that, but that's just going to sync the text, and I can go in front of it, but then the wall's going to be in the way, and I'll never do it. So I'd have to be able to move the has and the Baba into position at the same time. If I, like, basically I was just thinking, like, Baba has flag. That's not even useful, because then I wouldn't be able to, like, die and make the flag anyway. Wow, this This is mind-blowing. It's fucking with my head. I don't know how any of you came up with solutions in the amount of time you did, considering... Yeah, like I said, it took him and his chat together an hour and a half. It's wild. Could I have implemented text stacking at some point, actually, to create... Like, Baba has text Baba. At some point, when I generated a Baba, the only way to generate the word Baba... We've been over this, yeah, with the water. The only way to generate Baba is to do that. Actually, that's not true. Necessarily. I think we also said, if something is not me, I can kill it by having text pushed into it. The problem is I have nothing else left to be me, now that Kiki is gone. Could I have done this earlier, though, I wonder? Took you like 4 or 5 hours by yourself? Wow. Chat's saying they solved it in like 10 fucking minutes. You trying to give a spoiler? He does you? You trying to backseat right now? Hope not. What was that Windows noise? What happened? This still works, right? Yes. Never read chat. True. I am wondering if I could have done something back here. Like text as Bob or text. Let's do text as Kiki instead. How about that? Why? Who is that? What is that? What's happening? The fuck? Nah? Well, why'd you say rules then? You trying to like guide me to look at the rules and come to a conclusion? I don't understand. It kind of seemed like that's what you're trying to do, which would be backseating, but all right. Kiki is me. So, what I want to do is Baba has text simultaneously with Baba is you, maybe. Can't do that. Don't think I can do both at the same time. Baba has text, but I have to also make Baba me. Hang on just a minute. A minute. Oh, the problem is I can never actually do what I'm trying to do, I don't think. Thank you for the 39 months, Skelecorn. Oops, appreciate it. How's the wrinkle holding up? It's doing its best. 39 is a lot a month. Basically, I want a Baba or a Kiki to be on this row. But in order to do that, I would have to basically just see what the problem is, right? Like, I have to push that down or up, so I'm going to be here or there when we switch. Yeah, that's basically what Pyre said is basically correct. I don't think there was any way for me to switch Baba's U to vertical at any point, or... Is there any alternative way to set this up? Because what I can see, I'll tell you what I'm trying to do. Assuming I could have the Kiki here, for example. Because, like, we got Kiki there, and then we can just move the text on top of it, because Kiki's not me. Then, by doing this, we simultaneously kill Kiki. No, that's just going to kill me anyway. So I'm glad I thought about it. Because we'd simultaneously kill Kiki and turn him into the word Kiki. And I could do something similar from the top if I wanted to do like text instead, but actually I don't even have the space, but well, I mean, if you're doing level 25 because like you just want to play it, that's totally cool. In the event that they do give me more goals, then, you know, potentially it could already contribute. I think they're going to look at the fact that, like, basically I've already blown past the goals, and there's still no contributors, which is people who spent money. So if they give me more goals right now, they're already saying, like, here's some more guaranteed money from where you are, because you already hit, like, multiple extra goals. And this is knowing the fact that none of them so far have spent a penny. So, you know, like, I can see where they're coming from, and I really doubt that they're going to do more than what we've already had. No, that doesn't work. Thank you, Grammar Socialist, for gifting a sub to... No, gifting 10? 10 subs? Thank you very, very much. You know, for that, actually, no, not a regular tongue. For that, you get the special tongue. There you go. Oh, it's 10 total, sorry. Thank you for gifting 5 subs. That is also epic. For a total of 10 in your sub-gifting career. Thank you very, very much. Enjoy your gift subs, chat. I don't know, man. I don't know. You lost? What'd you lose? No Nut December? Because you saw the special tongue animation? Okay, I'm gonna look at the nudge on the site. It's gonna be pointless. So I might then look at the first hint. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. This level is brilliant, but is easily the hardest in the game. If you're playing the beta version, congrats, this level's optional, otherwise you're gonna have to figure it out. Oh god. Gentle nudge. Yes, every single piece of text is vital to the solution. This includes pieces that don't exist yet. Okay, that's a shitty nudge. I'm gonna look at the first hint. I gotta do it. Remember the first version of this level? Remember how you handled the is float? Will you do something similar here? Is there another level whose solution will come in handy there? Forest 11. Basically, it's saying normally you push the float out to break it at the end. And it's implying that there's a method, basically, of breaking this up, like an alternative method, by using a technique that I have seen before at the end. Might as well read all the hints. I'm probably gonna end up doing that. I mean, Poop Shoot's great, but Forest 11 is the hint for like every second level. Jelly Baby. So, you know. It has to be Forest 11. It just has to be. Come on, think. What kind of moves do I have available here? I can push this up from the bottom. Well, no, we're going to want to put text onto that. So, like, we're going to want to put a guy onto that. I just don't see, like, the idea that I have in mind, of course, is to somehow at the same moment or previously get something in there inside of his float so that I could later just move out and break it. But I really don't see how. I really, really don't see how. Unless it involves stacking, for example, text and Kiki. Because if Baba had Kiki and text, then Baba would be float. And so would... And there would also be a Kiki there. The Kiki would not be me, so I could freely go up and do flag is win, and then I could do Kiki is you to disturb is float. Of course, that already... on its own, like, even without the float, I win, because I have flag is win and a Kiki that I can just use to go to the flag. You're welcome, Cypher. So, like, that can't be it, because that would be something I could do anywhere. Like, I could do that on any of the water. So that makes me wonder, like, if you think about the fact that simply being able to stack text and Kiki, if you could maintain all this text, like, let's say you do this whole move over here, right? You get an extra thing, and you're able to preserve all this. If you could somehow facilitate Baba has text and Kiki, then at any moment, you could just go kill a Baba if you had to. And you could simply fucking win by going to the flag, as long as... Well, you would still have to make Baba as float here, but it's not really a problem. You know, I almost figured out how to do text stacking. I just couldn't quite get the positioning. I just don't know if there is any possible way to position it. See, I think this is the alternative solution by destroying the is. I don't think that's the main solution. Most likely. Do we want a Baba or do we want a Kiki? I think we want a Kiki, you know. Don't let him do it. Oh, he got it. He actually got it. You let it happen, chat. You lost the ability of rational thought from that. Thanks. You're very welcome. Not on your screen. He got it on my screen. So there you go. There's just no way to do it, is there? No, not quite. Not quite. If I had... Well, maybe. Hold on. What if I had two Babas? We do it like... I don't know if this helps me. Text has Baba. Right, we have to do it vertically. We've learned that already. What if I had 1,000,000 Babas? Then, I don't know. I would buy you a house. Okay, so now I could do Baba as you. From the bottom, so as to not die instantly. Now we have double Baba. And what I want to do is take advantage of that. Nice. Take advantage of that to do this instead. I've been over this, though. It still kills me because even if I had not killed the word text, which I have, I'm still not gonna be Kiki, so I'm still gonna die. I guess if I had another of the word Baba, which I can do, that would allow me to shift it. That's like a... You're asking for a whole lot of shit there, though. I don't know, man. My brain is struggling. Struggling big time. Baba coin. I'm gonna look at the second hint. It's a 22 star, I have no shame. If you thought of a way to break up Baba's float after creating it, I haven't. But if you'll create in a similar way you did at another level, then you know you need one more of something than you have. What is that object? How will you get it multiple times if necessary? Well, let's see. Let's see. Think it through. So, a way to split this up, if I had one more of something. One more of what, though? One more of what? Are you telling me Baba Coin is real? I don't believe you. I don't believe that exists. What's up, half and half? So I gotta figure this out. This is gonna be crucial. You're guessing I need one more of spoil? Maybe. How do I make it so that I walk in here, I get, oh, well, if Baba has Baba and text, then yeah, that works. I still just don't know. I mean, I strongly suspect text stacking is going to be involved here. Text stacking is part of all the crazy puzzles, and it would solve this issue at least. If Baba had text and Baba, then I could do Baba's float. You know, the problem with that is I'm immediately gonna have to break it up, because like if I try to move around then and like go up here and do this, he's just gonna get out. So what if I had like even more Babas? To the point where, like, I can already have flag as win. Or have one ready here to just go up and right, and then up right, and then down one. That's not even quite gonna work, because the one down still will kill it. I only have one wrinkle left yet. Okay, fine, I'll look at the third hint. Is there a way to get text overlap? If so, where? Do both pieces of text exist now? Or will one of them be created later? What are those pieces of text? I am on the right track with that, obviously, but that has basically just told me, like, all three of those hints have told me that, like, my ideas for how it could be done are right. It doesn't help me figure out how to do them, though, like, at all. But that's something. What do you do here? It definitely involves text stacking. Well, like I said, it would be better actually to have Baba has text and Kiki, right? Because then we could leave the Kiki alone and switch to him later. And in order to do that, in order to achieve that stacking, I need more text, right? This is really hard. And this, I mean, that solution is assuming you don't destroy something first over there. That's kind of if you kill. You said the two options were Kiki first or is first, right? In terms of what to destroy as your first turn. And if you get rid of the word Kiki, you can never get it back. Then you only have Baba and text forever. So it would end up having to be Baba has Baba and text. But I just don't see how we can do that if we don't get the extra thing from the is here. It kind of feels like you never kill the is in that other solution. Your soul left your body? How's that? Did you die? Text has Baba. Baba has text. Baba has text. I just don't have enough anything to do anything. Spooky game. On the opposite, my brain just comprehends that it's a video game. Can still enjoy them though. I'm gonna ask a question of you, chat. Okay, here's the question. Am I gonna at some point have to do this with the is in both variants of the solution, or only in one? I bet it's only in one, right? But that blows my mind because I don't see how you would get like more. That's a vulva. No help. Damn it, chat. There's a variant of the solution. Yep, there's two solutions apparently. Only in one solution. Wow. So, wow. There really is a solution that doesn't involve getting anything extra from there. How in the world? How? No, that's a lie. That's not possible. You can't do anything here. At what point can I stack? At what point? At no point can I stack. Not to mention the fact that in order for that whole idea to even work with my stacking, I would still need to have a word for a different thing. You know, for example, Kiki. Because I can't change this to anything for the stacking purposes. It's not to mention I haven't solved the problem of I would no longer be you, or, you know, whatever I am wouldn't be you, meaning me. So could that be just a totally, like, not the right way of stacking at all, maybe? No, don't point out any details yet. The return of Scenic Pond. Man, this is brutal. I feel like I can't figure out where to go at all to begin. And those puzzles are always the worst. Just the worst. Yo, thank you, Kersey, for the 29 months. Appreciate it, and thanks, Invictus. Man, I don't know. Have I tried figuring it out? Nah. I figure I'll just pretend to try until chat ends up spoiling it for me, and, you know, like I normally do. How the fuck do you do anything if you get rid of Kiki first? There's only two options there. It's either text has Baba or text has Kiki. And if his text has Kiki, then I don't see a way to do that while actually getting it, like the Kiki. I would have to destroy the word text first, which is not Kiki, so basically it seems to me like the only first move then would be text has Baba and then just kill Kiki. But that's like the thing I've been doing the whole time, and there is like nowhere to go from there. Nowhere. I can't do like any strats anymore. Like, I mean, you can just go ahead and you know, go for this, but like you haven't solved any problems. Like, you know, you can get your Baba's float. I think this is a 5 wrinkle puzzle. Yeah, that's a problem. The word flag up there. Skull has wall. Skull is sink. Text is defeat. Fence and wall is stop. God. I don't know, man. This is probably gonna be really spoilery, but I think I have to do something like this in this case. I'm gonna just do stuff and ask at each step where I went, like if I went wrong, so I know where the problem is, and then I can think about alternatives. Because I just don't think I'm gonna know where to like change my line of thinking otherwise. So my first move is to make text has Baba. And by not wrong, I mean like, have I not broken anything? Like, if it's, when I say wrong, that means like I fucked something up to the point where I would have to undo. Like, not necessarily making text as Baba is not necessary right now, but this is a vulva for this whole concept here. It's an ongoing vulva during this until I say otherwise. So there's nothing wrong with doing text as Baba, and then I've already gone wrong by asking chat. So how about this? That move right there, that exact move. Have I fucked anything up yet? I'm only going to do it until the first one, Pulchin. I'm not going to keep doing it for every single move. I just want to find out where my first mistake is. Okay, how about now? Have I fucked it up now? Please say no. Don't think so. Think not. Yes, but recoverable. What does that mean? Yes or no? With how I explained it, like it's yes or no. So yes for one slip. Well, the one I'm going for the normal one that uses float. I assume not using float is like an alternate cheese sort of thing. So my questions revolve around the solution using float. Can still solve it. Okay, and I'm still fine here. Still good? Still fine. Wowie. Stupid double Baba, so annoying to move with. Okay, how about... You sure it's still fine? Because I think it's... You sure? It's definitely still fine, even though my text is not going to be accessible if I do this move? Because if that's the case, that might be helpful to know. Still fine? Can still win from this point? Still fine for now. Wow. Okay. I think that's really helpful. And I think I know the answer, because it seems like to me, if it's been fine all this time, and it doesn't matter about what's up there, that probably means I just go ahead and do Baba's float early. No, but that's impossible. Okay, I'm asking for this one, and then I'll probably stop for now asking, have I fucked it by doing that? It has to be yes, right? Because now I can't do anything. Yeah, of course I have. But then, what? Well, now I'm real confused, because I've got it in the position where, like, with the water the way that it is, I can't push, I can never push the Baba in, like, anywhere else once I do that. I mean, I guess I could bring Baba has text up here, but, like, what's that gonna do? I'll just die again. Become another... Well, that's actually... If you're telling me I haven't fucked it here, then that is... Like, here, then that's pretty big, because as of my understanding of the rules, or, you know, based on my understanding of the rules as of right now, this is unrecoverable. Well, okay, one more. Have I fucked it? Well, okay, no, let's assume I'm gonna do text as Baba. Text as Baba and then this. Would that fuck it? Still, yeah? Would it still be yeah if I did text as Baba like I was supposed to? Yes, okay. So it's not that. It's not to do with this. Going in the water there is also not it. What the fuck? And I haven't fucked it here? Even though there's like no... What? Do I regret finishing it? Not really. I didn't really know what I was getting into, but also it's like fucking amazing, and I don't regret the fact that I came back to it. Wow. I really can't believe that this is salvageable. Like, it feels like you guys are fucking with me. This seems like a joke. It doesn't need a hidden system built in. It really seems like a joke. There's like absolutely nothing to do. What in the world? It's... You're sure, chat, you're 1,000,000% sure that by doing this with the water, instead of making it so that I could access one from the side at the next point that I sink something, you're sure that it's not fucked here? Wow. That is fucking with my head. We respect the vulva. Fair. Oh, damn it. Did the wrong one again. I meant regular happy. Heck. I don't see how that is even conceivable. And that's because it's not. It's impossible. What in the fuck, dude? You think it's not what? Not fucked? Not possible? Not possible? From this point? My advice is to get on VR chat yourself, Dragonheart. It can be very addictive. You think it's not possible, Ellie? But everyone else is saying it's still possible. It still works, you just tried it. What the fuck? What? There's no move, though. There's no move to be made. Other than just, like, sacking a Baba. I guess. That doesn't do anything. Like, sacking it without getting text for it. Like, that's pointless. Baba has text. Text has Baba. I'm really trying. This is... It's actually unbelievable to me. It's actually unbelievable to me that you say there's a way to recover this without doing this. You know, and of course, assuming I had the... Okay, well, I'll just... So there's no confusion. Just so there's no confusion. The fact that we're saying that I can do this, that I can win from this point without doing this move, or switching that around to text has Baba and doing this move, or... Well, I haven't asked about these, but... I mean, the only other two moves are to do that, which is useless, or the other option is to do it without this, and then I've just created a path that I can't use. I don't know, man. I don't know. He did it in game. So it is possible. I feel like a dumbass. I feel like a gigantic idiot. I'm tempted to ask about these moves up here now, but, like, at that point, I basically just asked about every move at this point. I just don't... I don't see how any of these options are salvageable. They all do nothing. All of them. I mean, by all, I only mean there's two. There's two options. And I cannot do, like, text has Baba, because I'll never get text up there. It'll never make it. And it'd have to be, like, the word text itself or something. I didn't think so. Baba Has You does nothing. Ask for a very cryptic hint. I might, you know. Because I really, really, really don't get it. It honestly seems like there's no useful move at all. Even though I've been thinking about it this long and staring at it in this partially completed position, I can't see anything. It's like every move is 100% useless. Well, okay, there is one thing I haven't considered, and that's just to use, like, that, I guess, for example, to create an opening or something. But that's... it's pointless. Don't know, man. You don't think I can solve this one without knowing what I'm doing? You'd think I'd be, you know, aware of every mechanic by now, which I think I am, in theory. But I don't see what I could possibly use. I just don't. There isn't a mechanic used here that I've never seen, right? I'll vulva that question. I don't want to know what it is if so, but like, I have used at some point all the mechanics. Wow. Yep. For neither solution. Just normie shit. Text as you kills me. Text as Baba also kills me, by the way. Like, I've not even entertained that possibility, because, like, it just turns everything to Baba. But then... Or Baba's text, I mean... Can't do text as Baba. Baba's text... Damn it. Can I do this in a way where I, like, salvage it? I wonder. There's some way I could turn the Babas into text. Well, no, I can't. That's impossible, because I'd have to somehow preserve one Baba anyway. Like, and I can't do text as Baba because, like, I just don't have the ability. I don't have another is. I'd have to be able to move it twice in one turn. Wow, this is, I still haven't broken it, huh? I can win from here. So chat says. Yeah, okay, I'll stretch. Okay. So, what are we doing? I thought about one stupid thing, and that's the fact that technically I should be able to get text to there, at least. Why? Don't know, but I mean, like, I can do it, I guess. There's no point. Wow. At this exact moment, does my very next move have to be like a fairly tricky or uncommon mechanic, like not anything super obvious? Or is the next move just something very basic, like just the very next move? Volva. Chat, please. It's clearly a vulva. Yes, tricky. It's a doozy. Something tricky. Medium tricky. Kinda tricky. Oh, boy. Like, what? You only figured out this step by accident. when trying to show off a thing that didn't work to one of your fellow puzzlers. Nice. First time viewer, the follower Rexp. Don't you want the HD Rexp? You could be this in any chat on Twitch. No, fair. Tex has Baba. Tex has Baba. Baba is you. Or the other way around, Baba has text. This is the return of Scenic Pond. Thank you, Maffin, for gifting a sub to Moshing Dragon. Appreciate that. So there's a move. That is a move. Baba has text. Then we have Baba has Baba and text. Oh shit. Oh shit. Why am I getting... it kind of looked like there was multiple of the word Baba stacked there, but... This has to be it. This has to be it. Wait, shouldn't I be getting... No, I only get one Baba back. That doesn't really help me. It's just the same issue. But that move, that had to be the move. I'm not going to ask you, chat, but I'm convinced that that was the move right there. Baba has text and Baba. But now text doesn't have Baba. If text and Baba had Baba, that'd be good. How is the text able to move on to the Baba? I actually don't think I understand why that's possible, to tell you the truth. If I had left some water here, so like I could get a Baba there, I could have another Baba. The problem is I still would have a similar issue. Can I do the move that I did, but in a position like using the fence or something like that, so that I don't have everything stuck? Because that would kind of change it around quite a bit if I could do that. Baba is you, Baba has text. Yeah, I don't see why not, right? Yeah. So now, I can do text and Baba have Baba. I can also do Baba and text as you, but text is still defeat, so... Baba and text is float. Let's see if this does anything different for me. Wait, what if... Can I just... No, I was gonna say, can't I just do the same thing again and stack the other Baba now? I can't actually anyway, because I still can't make that me. I still can't move Baba is you up, unfortunately. I kind of want to go back to where I could get the word Baba from here, but chat has assured me that that's not necessary. So I will take their word for it. What if, is there any way to get that word Baba off of there right now? Even if I had another Baba. I don't think so. Do I trust chat? Shockingly, yes. I do. Oh, well, I guess this gives me the option to at least... I can break it up for now and put it back later. In a position where it won't be like the end of the world. So what does doing this allow me to do? It would make it so that if I could have a second Baba in this situation. Oh, but you know what? Now that it's in the corner, if I then put Baba's float there, I would never be able to break it up. Because there's not even anywhere to go to do it then. Could I have somehow done, like, text has double Baba instead? Is that possible with what I'm trying to do? 'Cause that would generate a lot of Babas. So instead of simultaneously doing text and crushing Baba like that, instead of doing that, I would need to do this in a position where... What am I trying to accomplish? I'm trying to win. I'm trying to make flag win. Or anything win, technically, I guess, but... If I can simultaneously move Baba onto another Baba... So, like, what if... I might have it, actually. It does make me have to put stuff against the wall, at least with the current implementation that I have in mind, but it's something I can explore at least. No, I don't mean I have the solution. I mean, I have, like, a way to do what I'm trying to do at this exact instant. Maybe. It's not even... Even that is a maybe. Well... I've done it, but this is in a way that I cannot recover that has text. So if I could modify that somehow, the problem is I'm not sure I can do that by going to the right in the same way, because I can't exactly just... I don't think it can be done. Can't move into the text on my own. I mean, I could stack. And this would still have some of this stuck against the wall. Actually, I don't think that's even possible. I was gonna say, like, I could stack Baba and you, like Baba's text and Baba's Baba, but that's... I don't think that's any good. No, not yet, Sick Mustard. I mean, it's fine if they don't. The contract is, you know... It is what it is. As long as they pay me for what we agreed upon, they're holding up their end of the deal, and I can't fault them for that. I just don't want to participate in the whole, we might give you extra goals if you do this work now. Like, that's not how that works. I was willing to do it for one stream, just to see, since they, like he said, they always check the first 2 days. But then in this particular case, suddenly they decide to change that? Nah, that's the line for me on that shit. I am convinced that the move is something to do with stacking the word Baba onto another word, whatever that word may be, in such a way that I can, like, generate extra stuff by stacking. You can stop leveling up to 25? You absolutely can, yes. You level 22? Well, thank you, but you can stop at any time. Frankly. I was just checking has. I don't think that'd be useful anyway. So there's two options, right? No, there's only one option that I've been able to do. Well, I found two ways to do it, and one let me save the text. And that's it. That's it there. You right, Judah. No, not at the moment, Sequestered, but it's very, very kind of you to inquire. Baba has Baba and text has Baba simultaneously in this case doesn't really do anything. It lets me destroy the water without clogging it up. The alternative, if I go around the bottom, is that I can destroy the water and then get extra text. Well then, wait, no, then I can go text and Baba have Baba, because now the text can generate extra Babas. Aha, maybe I could have got more there, but now I have our stacked text, and I can... What if I stack it again now? I might be able to do this Baba here. Well, I know I can. Then I'd have double Baba. I'd have Baba and text have Baba and text. That'd be interesting. Doesn't the fact that I have two Babas mean that I can, assuming the movement could be done without issue, doesn't it mean I can do this? Or am I crazy? Come on, it's so close. I can't... How is that gonna work? We're at this position here. The problem is that if I move down to break up the float now, we ended up walking into the wall, which, you know, we're staying here, and then... Actually, why is that happening? Hold on. Oh, because I'm making him not float, duh. I'm making him not float, and he's immediately dying, and then he's no longer float, and then I won't be able to, I mean, I won't be able to do that, basically. I can move right first, but then I'm still not going to be able to... Out of nowhere? I didn't think I was even close. I thought I was gonna have to go back and adjust that massively to get some other crazy shit. Well, I did get a lot of hints, but, you know, that level is crazy, so. So, we can't get anything from 16 or from 14, I don't think, on the overworld. Yeah, so, what that means, I think, is that I need to do something similar to what I did before, but in a way that lets me... There we go. in a way that lets me get a ghost inside there. I can see what I'm gonna have to do as well. This little corner here makes it difficult, so like we can move this up with the ghost. Then we're gonna have to make the ghost into a cursor, which will allow it to go onto the level. Then we make it back into a ghost, which can go left and push it right, and then up, and then level is win, and then we win. So we literally saw it at the same time. Wow, nice. There were hints? Nah, I did that all by myself. I did a float solution. It was floaty. God, please, thank you. I'm basically just trying to get over here because I think this is where I need my cursor to start. Oh, you're talking to Alex, sorry. Streamer thinks everything's about him. So now I have to remember the crazy shit that I did, because it was crazy. And it was some shit. Is this where I had my cursor, actually? Can I even do anything from this position if my cursor is here? Or does it have to be down at the bottom? Because I can enter from there, but that's no different from starting there, I guess. Plus it doesn't do anything. I think this flag needs to be a Baba? No, that's not the case, because if it did... What am I trying to do? Get to the bonus levels? Well, I'm already able to go in here and do this. The end. I haven't looked at that yet. Then there's this, for which I require 3 orbs. I haven't done that either. Nor do I know where the remaining 2 orbs are. And then finally, there's this I'm trying to make is win. And then there's also these levels up here, which I haven't even thought about now in a while, but I can probably get to those soon. I do need some orbs, yes. Don't I have to make this a Baba? Like, I really think I have to make this a Baba. What did I do? Like, if this is a Baba... It's gonna make it a Baba. Apparently it wasn't a Baba when I was over there, though, so that's what confuses me. Kind of seems like it doesn't need to be one. Lava is melt and... Sorry, level is melt and float. Flag is push. Can't believe I don't remember what I did. And then do this. Oh god, I gotta sneeze. Okay. Do that. That. Then level is melt and Baba. What? How do I do this again? I did forget. I completely forgot. What? How did I do this version where I got a Baba? No, I don't need a reminder. Give me just a second. I'll get it. I'll totally get it. Easily. Doing this didn't work, right? I don't think this worked, but I'll verify. And I didn't understand why it didn't work. But it doesn't. Yeah, it stays a flag. I was able to make this a Baba, right, chat? I'm not crazy, right? Yeah? Okay. How the fuck? Yeah. It can be useful, Sprint God. It's both a blessing and a curse. Wow, I don't know. I do not see this. I'm just doing the same thing again because... How else am I gonna get... How else am I gonna do this? Lava is push. Bro. Did I just kill the lava? Is that the version I did for this? Lava is hot and then lava... Lava is something and melt. If you put an invalid rule in the middle of a phrase, does the rest of the rule still work? It does, that's interesting. Well, if I just pushed the, if I'd used flag as push before doing that to open up the Baba spot. No, that won't work because text is float. No. Yes, it will. What am I talking about? Of course that'll work. No, because the lava... No, the lava will be melt and... My brain is not okay. No, but I can't use the and if I do this. No, that's wrong. That's definitely wrong. It's something simple here. Like, what the fuck am I... What am I doing? I can get the flag there. Flag is... Lava is... Something? What the fuck? Brain getting smoother and smoother by the second. I literally can't remember a solution I did yesterday like 5 times. That's hilarious. And also sad. Very, very sad. Every time I enter a level, I forget a previous level solution. True. Bro, how? Dude. I can't remember what I did. How can I not remember what I did? Old age is getting to me, I guess so. Dude, like... I did this yesterday, multiple times. It's something a little different. Oh my god, I don't know. I do not know. I don't see it again. Is it that? That'll work, won't it? I have no recollection. If this is right, I have no recollection of... I have no recollection of doing this. Wait. No, that changes nothing. What the fuck? Changes literally nothing. Level is melt and... Oh, is it because I got the is involved for some cheeky business? And is... I think that's it, yeah. I moved... So I put is float. And then... This is not it, is it? It would have to be float and Baba at the same time. What is wrong with me? Oh, wait. If I didn't already... So if I did... Wait, give me back the and. Hang on. I might be getting there. I understand your Rex ... But no, then I've lost the and forever. Fuck. But if lava is... No, I can't make lava melt. What the... Can't make it flag? Dude. I can't fucking remember what I did yesterday, like 5 times. God. Maybe one of these will get the brain juices flowing. Just kind of shake it out, you know? Nope. Still have no wrinkles. Yesterday you had so many more wrinkles. Bring them back. You know what's funny? I'm supposed to do the sponsor in like 23 minutes and I've done 2 puzzles today. Man. You know what? Fuck it. I solved it. It was my solution. Just tell me what I did, chat. I decided I don't care anymore. What the hell did I do? The sponsor game is The Gunk from Image and Form, the developers of the SteamWorld series. Actually looks really cool. I loved the SteamWorld games. Vulva. Collected like 25 stars of difficulty. Fair. Yeah, it does look really cool. Lava is float. Lava is float. Why? Because then no level burn? Really? Oh my god, that was like the fucking bait. I remember yesterday too, I didn't think of that the entire fucking time, and then I realized it at the end and I like couldn't fucking believe that I didn't think of that. And once again, literally the next day, oh my god, I still couldn't think of it. Wow. I can't believe this. Yesterday I tried everything I just tried too. I remember doing that, so yeah. I did. Did indeed. Wow. It's so fucking simple. God, I'm dumb. Okay. So. Let's start trying to do stuff. Oh my god, I need to separate them. Okay. So we'll do that. We'll do that. And I'll do this. Now I can get the word ghost out. We can sack 2 Babas. We have 2 extra Babas. So all I have to do now is get my cursor to there, which I can do freely by just coming down and grabbing it. Easy? Yeah, super easy. I just have to bring my cursor over here, stick it in there where it can't escape. Then in a moment I'm going to turn it into a ghost and then turn it back into cursor and vice versa, and etc, etc. This is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. For some reason I remembered it being more difficult than this. So then we use the ghost to push level to that point right there. Hang on, take that back. There. Push that to there. Then we want to do ghost is cursor. Oh, that needs to go there. Yeah. So this has to do... Need my mans to go up. There we go. Now we just can freely do cursors ghost without it being difficult at all. And we've done it. Okay. Baba is Baba. Complete a secret area. I did it. I completed a secret area. Why is there a flower? Oh, because that's for the area that I'm in, and I got the flower for clearing it. Right. Now I need to get up here. So, how did I say I was gonna do that? I said I need to basically have 3 Babas together. Right? Because then I can push the whole thing up. There's a flower because it's pretty. True. Very true. It's already broken, by the way. Thank you, Blue Nuke, for the 51 months. That's quite a few months. I do like me some achievements. So as it stands, we have 4 Babas. We got 4 Babas. I need to get 1 more over there. Well, I can turn the cursor into a ghost, which I've already fucked, by the way, but I could turn the cursor into a ghost and sack that, but then I've got no cursor ever. And I still have to use this flag, so I was going to say I had a spare flag, but I don't. I think I could have maybe turned this into something else here instead of level. So I'm not going to forget that possibility. Instead of text, I mean. No, but I can't get anything out of there anyway. Well... No, it would have to be Ghost. There's no Ghost in that level. Because if it was Baba, I'd have to turn all the Babas into cursors. I just need 3 Babas, but I gotta use 2 to open this. Is that really the only way to do what I'm thinking about here? Let's see. Let's not worry about that. I'm not committing to this anyway. Probably gonna undo, so... I just, yeah, like, there's no way unless I push them all up simultaneously. I have to. So I can do cursors. Oh, wait, no, yeah, I can just do cursor as ghost and then change it back to ghost as cursor. After that, that's obvious in hindsight. I feel really dumb. Don't know why it took me so long to think of such a basic idea that I've already literally used like 18 times. Let's open all the doors. There we go. Now, we need to make sure the cursor's over there, which it is. Beautiful. He's done it. Of course, we gotta deal with this flag as push real quick. Oops. Without fucking anything up. Well, I don't necessarily need to preserve that anyway, right? So... as long as I can get in. Don't really care, otherwise. There we go. Hey, but it stops being a ghost. No fucking shit. Of course it stops being a ghost. Or no, I stop being a ghost, I should say. And then that's as far as it goes. Bruv. Wow. Wow. Ghost is flag. I wonder. If ghost is flag and we sack a flag to get the other Baba over instead, then we have no cursor. And I have no way to make just one Baba back into a cursor. Oh my god, I just remembered level is push. Does that let me do anything? I'm just gonna investigate it without stopping and thinking for too long. I'll worry about... Actually, no, let's save the Baba so I can actually give this a good look. So level push there. Level is push, which allows me... Won't have enough flags. That's the problem. Except, oh, I think I might see it. Well, I also need to open this first. Why is that water there? I wonder. Why is that water there? That water being there means I can do... No, that doesn't even sink it. It's there because I can't get push back out to make flag as push again. But I'm thinking here, like, if... Because we do have this extra... Let me just count here. So this flag opens that door. That flag opens that door. If this was not a Baba, but a flag, what do we have then? We got Baba, 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 and we get a flag here. What if I turned the flag into a ghost? Then I turned the ghost into... Well, no, I could just sink the ghost. Yeah, that's the whole point, right? Could sink the ghost, which means... No, that's not the whole point, because then I still need a flag here. I'm still down one flag. No, because we're not sinking. The whole point of this is to sink the levels, and I can turn the ghost back into a flag. But... I can't move the flag. Can't move the flag, but can I make a ghost open? If I did, it would be stuck. But what if ghost is something and open? Ghost, the only property I have left is push, but I can't get back to it. Ah! It's so hard. I feel like I'm so close, but so far. The ideas are almost there. Almost. Ghost is flag and open. Ghost is cursor and open. The problem with that is, like, it's gonna change to the other thing. Oh, this is so... Like, I'm so close. I'm gonna quickly reset and use all of the flags first. And make sure I don't fuck up the word ghost there, so I'm just gonna take that out. Should make it easier to kind of think about things. So now I could, from here, could do this. Wait, oh. I don't have to do levels push like that. I can do levels push like this. Which allows me, because of the other is on the side, wouldn't I be able to just take this back out? Assuming I didn't mess up the stuff over there. Then I can make flag push again after turning the ghost into a flag. I think that's it. So I only need to back up to the point where ghost is not in the corner like that. So let's get this done without messing up anything over there. Very carefully and without drowning that baba right there. At the top. I haven't stacked any babas accidentally already, have I? No, I don't think so. Well, I guess I want to put is in first. Oops. So let's do that. Gotta be so careful, man. This level slap to your breast, clean off your property. God, robot is good. Bless robot's existence. Okay, now this man's in the middle can sync some levels that we don't need. Hang on, watch out for the word cursor. Watch out for those words too. Come on. Like that. Now we just need to fuck ourselves because I needed to turn one of these babas into a flag at the very beginning. So let's go ahead and fuck ourselves. How do I get you? I just want you. There we go. We go in here, we turn this back into a flag. How did me and a robot meet? We were introduced by a mutual acquaintance. So all I have to do for this version is flag is push. Where am I? Literally, where am I going? Well, I guess I should just do it the same way. Why the hell not, right? Just put the lava as float there, for God's sake. Why try to think about something different? And that. I didn't even need to move the flags. I'm not trying to get to Baba, so I don't know why my brain told me to do that. But anyway. Yeah, so what we do is we use the initial 3 flags first. One here. Oh, by not having a Baba in here, I can't open this door. I think I had this exact realization. Fuck. Come on, man. Come on. Bro. I'm so close. Why you gotta be like this? This is rough. There's really nothing I can do about that, is there? 2 puzzles per day is all we need. So that was a waste of time. It definitely has to be Baba. I think it being flag is only helpful to get it, like, to the final world there. What the fuck? Thank you. Or whatever that place is. Is Ray done already? The first, of 2 streams have been done, and we got all the goals in the first 2 days, so it's done except for the fact that I have to go back and do another 2-hour stream in a day or two. But apparently they were like thinking about maybe giving me more goals. Well, I should phrase that differently. Sometimes if the goals are met really fast, they'll offer more goals. But they wanted to take extra days to think about it in this case. And I think it's because we don't have any contributors, quote unquote, which are people who spend money as of now. And I think that's going to be the reason why they don't. I think they're going to not give me more goals, which means for the next stream, I'll just be playing it, you know, no goals to push, which is fine too. That's, you know, that's their prerogative. What else can I do here? What else can I do here? This is so hard. Going back to the, like, forget the levels push again for a second. That opens that door, that opens that door, that opens that door. We got 4 Babas, a cursor, and the ability to switch cursor and ghost back and forth. We could even turn something into another flag, I guess. What if... Hang on, what if I open this door? No, I have to use this one on this door in order to get levels push if I'm going to do that. But because I have a Baba here, we do that, right? And then we do this. We have 4 Babas and a cursor. What if I turn cursor into ghost? Or, like, what if I turn cursor into ghost and then ghost into flag? Then I can open the door. Yeah, see, the issue is you can't change just one Baba back into a cursor then. What if when I have the ghost, I turn all the Babas into something? I can't do that, though. Can't do that. See you later, half and half. So, like, one thing I can do, obviously, is just sack 2 of my Babas like this. But then I'm down a Baba, and I'm in the same exact situation. Like, I could have opened that door to have them together, but I need this to be something. I need 3 of something, and then I'm dead. Fuck me, man. Does cursor is push do anything? That's an interesting question. Oops, I hit my pop filter. That is one thing I haven't considered. I don't see why it would do anything. But maybe it would. Why? Because reasons, that's why. Because reasons. So cursor is push. There. So we can just take the word push over. We don't need the is. Cursor's not push. Of course it's not. Why would it be? Does anyone know how to get to those levels so I could ask questions? Yeah? Are the objects I've gotten from the levels right now correct? Or do I need to change anything to get there? Yes. Bunch of yeses and one no. And you, Skullbot, you said yes and no. Thanks. Something needs to be changed? Wow. It's like a mix of yes and no. Thanks, chat. Something needs to be changed. If I changed this Baba in the bottom left into a flag, would it be good then? Or would I still need to change something else? You knew it was a vulva. I'm ignoring your comments, Skullbot. I think they were saying yes to knowing the answer and no and actually answering the question. Maybe. Literally, all your comments were right. I thought you said, like, yes, it's right, and then, like, no, it's not right. So even if I change that to a flag, something would still be wrong. Okay, that's helpful. There's only 3 other things to change. The middle Baba, the top left Baba, and the middle flag. This is difficult. How about this Baba here? Just want to switch Babas, please. I would like to switch Babas. Thank you. Just to know. What was this? Is that? Yeah, it's that. Okay. Well, the only thing this one can be is Baba, so I'm immediately leaving that. That just leaves this Baba and this flag. No. Level is Baba. Level is nothing else that I can use. And finally, this lad here. It's gotta be this then, right? This could be level is text. Maybe. So I could have the word level. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna ask, is this the one I have to change? I'd like to at least reach that level. And it's a vulva. I'd like to at least reach that level before I finish the stream. Well, the segment. Yes. Okay, I thought so. Before we move into our sponsored thingy. Congratulations. Thanks. I did it. The level just keeps on giving. Yeah, we've been here 40 times now. Changing it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Back to the hell level. These are all hell levels. Now I have to remember what the fuck I was even doing here. Something like... something like this. See, the problem with this is that gets text stuck. I need text out. Build is... well, I can do that. Yeah, that's what I do. Move this over. This might be dumb. Yeah, that's no good. I don't think I can do it. Why does it feel like every time you tune in, we're on this level? Because we are. Every time. All I want is to put the is there. If the text wasn't against the wall, but instead one tile down, I think that'd be doable, right? Yeah, because I can go around the right side. Right, you have to do that. Okay. Fair enough. So can I do this with the word text even? Is that even possible? Ha 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 ha, Agumon. Ha ha ha, very funny. I love Agumon jokes. They're my favorite. Level is. Level is flag. Level is. It has to be text. It has to be text. That's the only other thing. Well, it could be Baba. It could be Baba. Well, let me think about that. Because text seems really hard. If I had the word level, though, I could probably do all kinds of shit, like level is, you know, because I have access to it to change it around out here. Can make level push, I can make it... Oh my god, I think I just realized something. Yeah, like if I had the word level here, I could open this with the flag first, then I can bring the word level over here, switch it in, level is push and open, then I can just open all kinds of doors with levels. And then we like deal with our problem of like number of things. So that would absolutely just instantly win us this like level, quote unquote. But that might be impossible. So if I can only get another Baba, what would having a fifth Baba do for me? Because I'd still have to open that with that door. Could open that there, and then, you know, we just have a situation where we don't have enough flags, because this is going to be a Baba. But if this is text, I can absolutely do it, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to try to think of a way. I'll try my best. My opinion on Six Flags. I went there once, it was pretty good. Went to Magic Mountain. It was alright. Okay, we need to stack. Flag is flag, right? Yeah. But flag... Yeah, flag could become text, right? Instead of belt? What's wrong with that? Something, I'm sure, but... Oh, flag is flag, stops flag is text, obviously. Duh. It has to be belt. Oh, didn't I figure out a way to shift the flag and the text together? No, well I did, but not with the word text because it would get broken up. Like I can make kind of this shape. Well, not exactly that shape, but you know, like have another is shift down there. And then it would go right, but it would break up because one of them would be wrecked by this spot right here. I did this one yesterday. I did this one several days. I don't think I made the level into the word level, though. Like, I don't think I made it text. I'm almost positive I didn't, because that would have broken, like, everything. Which is part of why it just seems impossible, because it'd be too easy. I could have avoided shit earlier, I think. So, like, I think I'm right to say that if I do this, I'm toast. Right? In theory, we could maybe have a flag, you know, in one of these spots. Like, I could have a flag here or here and have it shift and, like, try to push the text down, but I can't make the flag point right, basically, is the issue. It's kind of like if I could, then I wouldn't need to do it in the first place, because I could also just move text right. Let me just make sure that's true. So if if I shifted the flag to like there, pointing left, I believe I tried that. It doesn't bounce out, does it? Well, I'm gonna try. Definitely try. Because that would make this maybe salvageable. So let's find out. There's probably a good reason that it doesn't work. We're about to find out what it is. Well, for starters, we've gotten the belt and the flag together, but I can change that. Yeah, I see the issue. Well, no, that's not an issue. I could have had another word ready to go. Hold on, let's just let's do this proper, I guess, since we're here. Since we had to redo it anyway, right? Oh my god, I need to move the flag more. I'm so dumb and bad. Yeah, just stay there, flag. Make that not shift. Put that there. Make it shift. Put that somewhere it's definitely not going to get in the way. That should be more than good enough for now. So now what I want to do is put that back there. Take the word flag and use it to push the flag around. Just like this. I am blue. Sometimes I feel like being blue. Now we have a left-facing flag that can be made shift. So, actually, wouldn't I want the belt here? Because I'm gonna turn the belt. Yeah, belt and, actually the flag, even based on what I was doing, should be not there, but, oh, yeah, that's the issue. You can't... Well, maybe it's fine there, because I can still push the text down onto it, right? I'm just gonna test this concept, because if this doesn't work, then it's a complete waste of time anyway, so... Let's just see if text bounces out. If I do this. Doesn't. Flag can't do shit. I could have tested that by just walking into it myself, I think. I mean... I need the word text to be free. This is hard. Okay, I'm just gonna save us all some time here, potentially. Is it possible to even make levelless text here? I mean, if it's not, I know for a fact I have to get a bob instead, but if it is, then, well, I'll keep trying. Yes, vulva. Juicy. Girthy vulva. Girthy. It is possible? No, yes. Yes. It is? Yes. It's possible? So it's possible, but sounds like it's not a normal thing, and it would be really hard. I'm gonna try some stuff, though. Because why not? If I know it's possible, then it's enough for me. Evolve on what I want to do? No. That's too much. Stark Devi's been giving the best info. So what did Stark Devi say in this case? They said yes. A lot of people said yes. Poop shoots. Yeah, well, okay. Right. The issue is, in fact, that... No, because if I do that with the flag, that's a little different, because I make it so I can go through the flag, and then I can change it to text and shift. I could get the belt there. And then what I'm hoping, basically, is that the belt and the text will shift each other against the wall, which will count as 2 moves, and it'll bounce here, and then I can just kind of move it doubt it, but maybe I can like jam 2 words in here and then move it up or something. Probably not. I need to go back though, even more. Quite a bit more. I didn't even tell them I'd do the sponsor stream at a certain time. I just gave them the day. I can do it whenever. I just don't want to go too over on the stream time. I'd be like too tired. Not in such a direct way, Klon, but yes, because if, you know, if I have good metrics for sponsorships, then I will have a much better chance of getting sponsorships in the future. Wait a minute. This doesn't work the same way as text is shift. Well, I know that I can turn it into level as text, and I'm almost positive that if I can do that, I can succeed. But I know that I could also try level as Baba, which might be possible too. I have not asked that specifically, though. If I do text as shift to move the flag, up until this point, when making meta, the devs had to choose whether you'll transform Tangle or Booby Trap many times like this. They ended up picking Booby Trap. You're welcome and or sorry. Why are you apologizing? Are you like a secret developer? Secret Hempooly? Giving me money? Right, so now if I were to make flag as shift, it'll shift the belt. Yes, this is something. Baba is sorry. It's okay. Now I can do text as shift. It was Baba, right. Thanks, Baba. Can't believe the Baba gave me money. Now, belt is text. That's what we want to do, but we also want text as shift. But then, okay, yeah, I instantly see the problem, of course. In order to have text as shift, we'd have to have this. No, that's not true. That's not true. We can do, Can I get away with it, though? I should probably put the word... I'm trying to visualize this. I don't think I'll have room to get around. I should probably put text in place first. Well, no, if I do that, it'll instantly transform. Yeah, so I can either do it here, hoping that I could somehow salvage it. Actually, what if shift is there and is there? Ooh, does that make it doable? Just barely? Then we do that, and it does nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Alright, so that idea is dead. What else could I do? I want to get this over with pretty quickly. I'm going to ask another big question. Do I actually want to stack text? The word text with another word here? Or am I maybe trying to do something different than that in this case? Maybe that weird cheese where I pushed a bunch of stuff together or something. Vulva. Vulva, 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 vulva. Gigavulva. No need. You know what the goal is? Level as text. It's possible, but not needed. Wow. So I can get the word text over there. Oh, hang on a minute. Well, I guess if I had 2 other words stacked and I had text as shift horizontal like this, those other two words could push text's shift along. The problem with that is that I can't push level is down. Right? Like, it doesn't work as I die. How did I even solve that problem, though? What did I even do about that when I did this normally? That's probably an important thing to figure out. Because here's the issue. We get a word here, sure, but that... Bring back yellow banana? You mean purple? Sure. Well, I guess I got the word... Yeah, I got the word baba up there, but that would require me to block off all the lava. Well, I used the word baba to push it down when I got level as flag. And the difference there is that in that case, it was flag and belt. In that case, flag and belt are the only things that need to be going over there, so I don't have to, like, send all of my text. And that leaves me with the possibility of doing the technique where it's like something like this. Wait, didn't I have to have another word, though? How did I even do that? Because I need, like, 5, but I only got 4. Oh, yeah, this is where I was stupid, because all I have to do is, no, wait. I'm not sure. Wait, I still can't remember. What was it? I remember having this confusion. Like, I remember thinking I had to put a word here too, but that was dumb, because obviously if you block this all in, you're good. But how did I get 5 words instead of 4? I do remember figuring out that possibility. Well, I'll have the word shift, won't I? What am I talking about? I think I'm overthinking here. For once. Once ever. So we want to do... this. And then we do... He said while underthinking. Am I? Oh, right, because then we lose... Not only do we lose the word text to that spot, now, you know, assuming I even corralled the lava beforehand, I only have 3, not 5. Like, I got 2 stacked there, 1 stuck there. How the fuck? I've completely forgotten whatever it was that I learned to be able to get more words at this point. I absolutely had a way. I can't turn flag into text. Plus there's the fact that even if I am trying to do this, I still need text to be in front of this to get pushed along. So, like, the whole thing is just fucking nonsense. So how the fuck else can you do that? Chat, why are you lying to me? Why would you lie? There's just no way. Why you always lying? Does he like to lie? Well, don't. Just stop liking it. Chat, do I need to stack any 2 words to get level as text? Surely I have to stack 2 things at least. Maybe not the word text, but something. Vulva. God damn it, vulva. Vulva! Chat, please. If you don't know, just don't answer the question. You don't have to tell me you don't know. What is this vulva for? It's, do any 2 words need to be stacked in order to get level as text here? Or is there an alternative that doesn't even involve that at all? No? You don't have to stack anything? How? Have some gift subs? I would love to. Thank you very much for the gift subs, Rod. Appreciate it. Enjoy, chat. I did figure out the thing where, like, I could do flag as shift, which would allow me to get the word to here, but then I can't get it up. I mean, you're sure about that, Malcavo? You're completely sure? I just don't know why chat keeps lying. Yes. Have I done anything like the required method on this level before? Like, oh man, this is taking too long. I'm gonna be live for like 80 hours. Let me ask this then. Is level is Baba also acceptable here for solving the overworld? Would that also make it doable? Or does it have to be level as text? Yes, it is. Okay. If that's the case, fuck level as text. It must be like crazy hard, right? Let's just do level as Baba then, I suppose. Like a sane person. So to do that, we put an is down here ready to go from the inside. We shift it out. I didn't necessarily have to do that, but makes it a little easier. Lets you destroy meta out of frustration. It did seem like it would basically wreck the whole thing. Oh, before I do this, I still need to set up my lava business. So let's take care of that now. Yep, we're back here again. Do I ever need the word flag again? Don't think so. Yeah, I don't believe I do. So that's okay to do. So what am I trying to do now? Put the word text. No, put the word is. And then belt as text. My brain is slow today. No, I still need to... Fuck me. I still need to do text as shift and do this as well. There. Now what I can do, I think... Yeah, no, this, I don't need... Yeah, now it doesn't need to be... It's fine. No, because all of my is's are gone. So I need to use the word flag, not the is. Fuck. I think. Does that make a difference, though? No, it doesn't. What am I doing wrong? I'm so stupid. Well, I'm not using the flag at all for starters, but I don't know how I would... Because this is just not gonna fly. Not only that, I have like nothing... I had so many before. I'm not trying to do flag as win. I'm trying to do level is Baba or level is text. It's meta stuff. We need to turn the level outside, the level itself, like the square, into something to use on the overworld, which is what happens if I say like level is Baba. It does that. Also, this, like, I'd also have to do text as shift. Wow, this must be completely wrong compared to what I did before, because like, what the hell did I do? Oh my god, I'm so mad at not remembering my solutions. Bro, like... It was something like, I remember having a moment where I just realized that I had enough text to do all of this. Like, I could do all that and one here. So that was completely blocked in after corralling it, of course. And yet I somehow still had enough things to get the stuff across to then come down and do this? Like, what? How did I do that? Jesus, did I start by doing something like this? God, I can't believe I can, like, completely forget these solutions. I mean, this one was a few days ago, I think, but still. Just watch the VOD, I refuse. So now text is shift, and what if I take... I was thinking I would shift the flag onto the lava and then make flag shift, but the problem with that is to shift it onto the lava such that it's pointing up, I would also just have to put the text against the wall anyway. What in the fuck? What am I doing? How am I not remembering what I did? I can't remember it all. I'm gonna feel stupid. I know I'm gonna feel stupid. I just cannot picture this. I don't know what I did. I was, like, the solution that I did before, right? I could have easily changed it to be level is Baba at the end instead, right? Because in order to make it level as flag, I had to use the Baba to push it down in the first place. So I could have just done level as Baba if I was at that point anyway, right? That's correct, right? That's true. Because if that's the case, that means I've already solved it. Like, exactly what I'm trying to do. Yeah, Volva. And at this point, I'm just gonna say, like, remind me what I did. Why should I sit here and try to solve the same puzzle twice? Like, I would rather just, at this point. Like, I thought I would go for it for a minute, but, like, it's to the point now where, like, fuck, I just want to do something else. Clip would be great, or you could just kind of explain, if you can't find the clip, just explain, like, the general difference in technique. Like, what I'm forgetting. Rex never solved this. Yes, I did. That's how I made it a flag and a belt in the first place. Force 12, I know. I don't want hints, I want the solution. That's all I want. Surely somebody remembers what I did. Even though I can't remember what I did. Solution. Flag is win. Thanks. Very helpful. You don't remember? Good, me either. You put the extra is on flag and it moves, and you break it at the right time. Huh? What? I can't... I don't have... Wow, I couldn't remember that. I really couldn't remember that. So I just have to do the text shifting now of the lava. That's incredible. That I couldn't remember that. I just... what is wrong with me? God. That's interesting. It shifted the word along with it. That's it. Can't believe I could not get back on that train of thought at all. Not one fucking bit. So, now I have a doable overworld selection, right? Like, my items are good. I don't need to change anything else. Can we get confirmation on that? How is that possible, though? I would need, like, 17 more flags than I have. Forest 11. Possible right now. That's bullshit. It's not possible. What? What do you mean? Like, I can't do anything now. Rex? Question mark, question mark, question mark. What? I can't get any Babas over there. Not now, but I mean with current state of meta. So I had already fucked it. Literally it's just have 3 Babas right there. Right now. It's just done. We can just go. Wow. But I stacked them and didn't realize. Amazing. Oh, okay. Thank fuck. Where's this gonna go? Oh god. Meta extra. I'm scared. I'm not okay. Well, I'm not gonna do this now. I just wanted to get here. Well, God, I want to try it. Hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom though. I'll be right back. I'll be a fast boy. I'm back, but I have to take a drink. Okay. Quick look, just to get a feel for it. What's the problem? Flag is win, but rock is stop. We can make rock empty in theory, but something bad happens, I imagine. Can't get to the flag still. What about just level as shift? Oh, you cheeky bugger. Don't really know what I'm trying to accomplish with the text. That makes it worse, right? So I want... What do I want? I want me to not fall. Level of I want me to not be able to get shifted, I guess, at one point. But that's not... I don't think I can do that. I can always stay at that level by going up. What if I had the two words stacked right here where I am now? And like, let's say I'm on this level. I could walk into it without falling down then. So down from the third skull, maybe. Gotta go back till belt is out. Right there. It can't be this simple, so I'm pretty sure this isn't gonna work, but I can pretend. It catches the skull, of course it fucking does. Can I do the same anywhere else? Such as here? Will that help me? It didn't, did it? Did it? Why not? Why didn't that help? So I go left. Because the whole thing shifts to, well, it's not like it's not fall is why. But if it was in the lower left though, because the level is braced against the edge of itself, then maybe I don't, like, did I try with both like that? This still can't be right. It's too easy. That just makes the cloud go higher. That doesn't work because there's an extra cloud above. So there's always like a skull or another cloud or something that gets... And the distinction up here is that because the level is not yet at the bottom, such that it can't shift, I gain nothing. Like, let's say it was like this. You see how now it shifts without me? But by waiting until that point, because we're not very far over anyway, I've kind of like wasted the whole purpose of what I'm doing. And I can come over here and do it, I guess, but then, you know, that. Oh, that's so close to being something, though. That felt clever. What kind of crazy shit do you want from me? Where else could I brace anything in a helpful way? Wouldn't be... Like, the skulls are... Like, they stop on top of things, so... Anywhere there's a skull is no good. Chad, if you had to give a rating on 1 to 10, where, like, the higher the number, the closer I am. So it's a scale of closeness. Higher is more closeness. How close on a scale of 1 to 10 am I to getting this? Give it a 1. But, like, really? -10. 4.9. Smiley face out of 10. It just doesn't strike me as that hard of a puzzle. Yes, it's a vulva question. It's a vulva. It's not even a... How would that help me? Well, I guess it would let me know if I'm on the right track. I mean, you gotta undo belt to shift, and you gotta make rock is empty, right? 4.9 out of 5? Really? Well, then just don't answer, Allie. Someone else will answer. Level is belt. At one point, I had the solution. What? Fuck off. Had the solution? I disagree. Having the flag higher doesn't help me. What I need is a place where I cannot go down for 1 extra turn while everything else does. It's so hard, and it can't be under a skull because the skull just stops. This is useless because it's not far enough over. God, it's so close. It's always 1 fucking move. 1. You're sure I was 1 move away at some point? Because that's... I don't know what I fucking did that could have been 1 move away. What if... Can I push the text along with me, I guess, and then benefit from it then? Oh, what if... It doesn't matter if a skull's inside the same tile that I'm standing on, right? Because that won't kill me, but, like, that being said... Still need to... Yeah, so what if... What if we do... Hold on, I gotta backtrack. What if we put that in there ahead of time? Along with this. Well, it's still... Well, what if I just... Instead of that, what if I just did that and that? How's that do? What if I did it with... these two on the far left? Oh! I win, right? Let's go! Hey. He's done it. Gamer has gamed. I'm just gonna look. Oh god, sneeze. Sorry, I had to sneeze 3 times. This looks pretty simple, actually. There's not much there. And then this one. That can't be too hard either. There's almost nothing to do. Well, actually... Oh, God. Okay. Well... We're going to switch over to the gunk now, which, actually looks very good. It's from the developers of Steam World Dig and Heist and all that. So don't just leave instantly because it's a sponsored game. Just pretend I'm switching over to another game that's really interesting. Because I am. So, you know. I'm just going to leave us on this screen, I guess, while I set everything up. Okay, bye. Bye! Plus, if you hang around, then obviously it benefits me to have good numbers when I do sponsorships and all that. The gunk. The what? The gunk. That's the name of the game. The gunk. Okay. And a tweet. Oh no, the tweet I prepared ahead of time is 2 characters too long. How do I edit this? Switching over. Okay, let's remove the word now. All right. Gamer girl gunk. Okay. Can we not say gamer girl gunk during the sponsored segment? Thanks. Appreciate that. That would be just great.